some of the people are very short temperament, immediately get angry, right? Though they are true, they are 100% true, they not need to be angry, but they should try to solve such kind of conflict with such kind of techniques or tactics by which they can just work in a very smooth and frank manner. So you should have a very good skills of conflict resolution. For example, in discussion, if two participants are not convinced at any point, then it is a duty of another group mate to make them calm down, right, and to get a very cool-minded person. You can stop them. This could be done. The another one is contribution to a group task. This is the most important characteristics and quality one has to develop, right? Now, contribution to a group task, what do I mean to say? That when you are participating in group discussion, for example, out of 8 participants, only 6 to 7 are participating, and the rest of them are not that much of interested and they are not actively engaged in the discussion. At that time, it is your duty to lead them into the group, right? And in that manner, you can just can participate in a group again an active manner and contribute to your group members. This is a very good quality of a teamwork too. This is very essential. Many of the times, it has been also noticed that while concluding the session, you are giving the solution. At the time also, the solution or the conclusion should be given as a collective solution, right? Everyone of the group must be agree on that statement or the solution that you are presenting before the organizing committee. This is very important, and this is another example through which you can prove your teamwork ability. Initiative, as I told you, that who will start the discussion. Now, many of the times the people say that first time whosoever has started, he will be initiator or she will be initiator. It's not like that. Initiator does not mean only the beginning, but till the end of the discussion, he should be initiator, right? And that is called a skill of initiative. Then problem solving skill. Many of the times the problem would arise. At that time, you should have ability. There is a very much difference between conflict and problem. So you should not make any kind of a misunderstanding here. And verbal skills, as I told you, that you should have a fluency. You should have a very good command over language. You should also have the correct pronunciation in whatsoever language you are using. Especially our medium would be English only, so you should have a very correct pronunciation. You should have a very clarity of voice. All these are the very good examples of the verbal skills. Non-verbal skills, I have already talked about it. That is a body language, the posture, while communicating with other group mate, your gesture, the facial expression, and everything should be communicating in a very good manner. The person should not feel for a while that he is artificially or just for he is or she is pretending when he or she is participating. The audience should not realize in that manner. That is called a non-verbal skill. Remember, throughout the group discussion, many of the times I have noticed that if you are not convinced and if you are not agree on a particular point of the arguments, you start screaming, you start shouting, right? So, not need to shout, not need to scream, because this is not a debate at all. In debate, shouting and screaming and everything is allowed, but this is a group discussion where we are searching for some of the qualities. You should be absolutely a cool temperament person. Even though if you are a little bit angry, just cool down, calm down and say, my dear friends, whatever you are saying, that is absolutely true. But I have a different view on this matter. Can you listen, please? And like in that manner, you can continue this one. But there is no need to be angry whenever the discussion is going on. Okay. So these are the different kind of qualities. Now, do's for the GD, meaning that what you have to do, where you have to focus if you want to be a very much successful at group discussion. The first one, represent the maximum facts either to support or to contradict the issue. Now here the question may arise in the mind of the students that many of the times the students ask me, sir, whether I should favor the topic or whether I should be in against of it or in a contradictory manner. So here it is not a matter whether you favor the topic or you are in opposition to it, whatsoever the thing you chose, but you have the solid arguments to support that favorism or opposition to it. That is required. That's why I have written over here that represent the maximum facts either to support or to contradict the issue. The another one, use a simple and lucid language. There is a very good saying by Winston Churchill. I like this quotation very much, that big man use little words, little man use big words. Meaning that when you are in a group discussion, right, you should use a very simple language. Every one of us, don't know why, we are very tend to present at a very difficult level. Now, if you are just using a very complex or difficult language, everyone of your group would not be able to understand clearly. The ultimate goal of our presentation or our discussion is to make it in a very clear-cut manner, the arguments. Right? So use a very simple language and lucid language. What do I mean by lucid? You might have noticed in the clipping that while speaking, some of the students are often using unnecessary poses like or like that. This is a hurdle in the lucidity, in the fluency of a language, and that is why please just use a very simple and lucid language. The next one, that is, listen to your group mates with great attention and react with strong arguments. Right. Now, it is also noticed that we do not like listening to others. We are always like speaking a lot. Okay, but here the thing should be a very much different. When you are discussing, though you should speak, rather you must speak, but at the same time also listen to other group mates with great attention. You just listen to them with a great attention, so everything would be clear in your mind. Now when the attention is paid on it, at that time only you will have the logical flow of arguments in your mind for the opposition or to favor the topic. Otherwise it's not possible. Okay, so this is very important. Then the third one, that is the disclose the valid reasons for your views. Now many of the times we do not disclose the reasons, and reasons should be the valid, the reasonable reasons, right, which can probably give some logical flow to the arguments, to the discussion, and that is why you should present the very valid reasons for your views. Now criticism is taken positively in group discussion and hence it will be in your favor. Now when you start criticizing some points, at that time bear in your mind that it is not a negative point here, but it's a positive here. So you should just concentrate on it, and it would be a plus point for your performance. The next one, provide ample evidence of ability to gently but firmly to influence the group and become the leader. So to be a leader, what to do here, I have given the tips. You just show your ability and evidences of ability too gently. It should be presented in a very polite manner, in a very sophisticated manner, and also firmly for that same. Now the don'ts for the GD. Avoid blunt statements. Just do not say the statement that hurt the feelings of the group mates. Please Avoid the anger or aggressive mood. As I said, that you should be absolutely cool, temperamented person. Don't shout or cry, as I said. Avoid constant interruption while others are speaking. Meaning that by many of the times we find that other students are, or other participants are speaking and you are constantly interrupting. Oh, listen to me, like that. So that should not be done. Okay. The another one is don't make fun of. This is very important. You are not allowed to make any kind of fun of the others. You are not. You should not mock at the others. Right? It's a minus point. Don't also tease other participants. And if your views strongly criticize, don't be upset or get nervous. That is very important. The moment somebody criticizes me, I get nervous now. What I will do. But this should not be there. You just be in a very fresh mood, in a very enthusiastic and energetic mood, and from the beginning till the end, you just concentrate on it. Before we end, once again, let us look at the another clips, and then we will just wind up the session. Right. This is the another one that you can notice the different kind of qualities before we end over here, and then
So today I am here to. Today we all are here to give a solution to this particular problem. And
so I think that now the time is up, and that's why we have to bid farewell to you. So myself just bid a farewell to you. I think that all these tips on group discussion would be very helpful to you, and when you participate in group discussion, I think that just bear in your mind all these points that I have discussed right now, and just have a very good confidence level when you are participating in group discussion. That is very important, right? And I think that if you just follow the tips very carefully, if you just concentrate and focus on all kinds of the skills that today's companies and the organizations require, and if you start developing from right now, there would be always a success in your path of the professionalism. I think that you will definitely do better things, and definitely concentrate on these all kinds of tips and the tips that I have given you. And I think that you would be next time the initiator, the beginner, who will be saying every time that, sir, I want to participate in group discussion. Thank you very much for listening to me patiently. Thank you.